Hey everybody, you are tuned in right now to watch our Gamescom's highlight reel right now.
Yes.
Gamescom just happened. A lot of video game news, some PS5 news in there as well. Take a look.
Hey guys, you're tuned into the Jersey Comic Group, bringing the news and reviews of your favorite comics, movies, and TV shows. As always, I'm Rob Moran, and with me is Chris Heller.
How you doing, guys? And we are talking Gamescom right now.
Yes.
Gamescom is still going on as we're recording this, but most of the big stuff already happened. Thursday was the biggest day. It was the night drop. We had all the biggest game highlights to get everyone in the mood for some more gaming news. We had some PS5 news in the beginning of that. So a lot of interesting stuff. Real quick, Rob, I wanted to talk to you before we got into like the highlight reel of trailers.
Okay.
So PS5 recently, well, PlayStation recently sent out these emails to PS4 owners and different people who are in the PlayStation gaming community for a while or are on PSN all the time.
Like, like influencers, like streamers, stuff like that, and like regular people.
Exactly, stuff like that, and basically put you in a lottery if you signed up to have the option to pre-order PS5 before anyone, and you get like this lockdown PS5 from Sony itself.
That's cool.
So I was lucky enough to get an email.
Nice.
I don't know why, because I'm on my PS4 a lot, but not as much as everyone else, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was lucky enough to get an email. I submitted it. I think they're gonna choose based on like activity and stuff. I doubt I'm gonna get the updated version, but that sparked a lot of conversation. With pre-orders, some pricing quote unquote leaks, and we also got confirmation on window releases, which are making the PS5, in my opinion, look
like
even
windows,
better.
Like up and down, or like side to side. Like
No, neither. They're actually like Lamborghini.
Good.
No, but window releases as far as game window releases.
Lamborghini, buddy. It's pretty funny sometimes.
That's right. So yeah, we all kind of thought Spider-Man was Miles Morales was kind of this in between game. We got confirmation that it's not DLC, it's its own game, and it's looking like it's only going to be $40 for a launch title for this game.
That's good.
Which I think is brilliant. The other thing is,
real quick.
Yeah.
People would have paid $60 for it. Is it $40 because it's less content?
I think so. I think it's going to be its own story. It's not going to be as long and as full as the original Spider-Man game. It's Miles' own story, but it's kind of in between, so I'm sure there's stuff they can't add because they're telling a story with Peter as well.
Probably. Okay, fair enough.
So I think that's the case, but a launch title for a new console at $40.
That's cool.
Pretty genius. And the other thing is there's a quote-unquote leak at Best Buy and other places. It seems like the PS5 with the disc option will be $500, which is what I keep thinking it's going to be.
Wow.
And the digital-only version is going to be $400.
That's not bad at all.
And again, rumors, not confirmed, not official.
But
what do you think about that?
You heard it here first. If it's right,
yes,
you heard it here first.
Exactly. If it's wrong, you didn't.
No.
But I wanted to get your opinion on this specifically, Rob, because you and I have talked a lot about the consoles, right?
Yes,
you and I have talked about the, quote-unquote fake E3 stuff, all these random kind of things are coming out with different games, and I was someone who kind of thought it was going to be like a 500, maybe a 450 range. You even went up to the 600 side.
I thought 700 to 600. Yeah, that was my.
So what do you think right now, based on what we kind of know?
Rumors?
Based on rumors, and also based on like, hey, it seems like, why not get a PS5 if I can also get the game for $40 that I want?
Yeah. So this is great news to me. Like, this is awesome. Like, I was going in there expecting $600 to $700, and I'm thinking, I'm not going to be able to swing that right off the bat without my fiance breathing down my neck. $400? $400? She won't even know. No, she will. But I mean, it's a lot easier. And I'm like, it's like I could have bought two of them.
Or you just tell her you got it for $4. You like negotiated, right? Like it was $6, but I got it for $4.
She's not.
You
dumb.
make it sound like it's less, then it won't matter.
She knows that's not how this world works. She doesn't live under a rock. She's an attorney, for Christ's sake. She's gonna be like, what company has that? And I'm like,
you're screwed.
Yeah,
you're screwed.
No,
she's a lawyer.
Yeah. But $400 to $500, that's within the realm of normal pricing for new consoles. That's something people are accustomed to, we understand, we accept as a price.
Mhm.
Having $400 for the only digital one, $500 for the option, like that's cool. I think $100 difference for having a disc for not having this is a little high. So
I think so too. I was thinking that too.
I was like, oh, if I wanted the option, I have to pay another $100. That's a little strange, but I mean,
and again, rumored,
right? I mean, even if it's $100 difference, I still might grab the $100 one because maybe there's a reason to have it. Like an option is always better to have, right? So like, that's cool. Like I'm okay with this pricing. Having a launch title at $40 even is awesome. Like I just assumed I was gonna get the console that was a Miles Morales combination, and I was gonna pay a little bit more anyway. But
like the special edition.
A special edition, like like me going into getting a PlayStation, I'm like, that's what I'm getting. I'm not even questioning it. I know they're gonna release it because why would they not?
They're definitely gonna do a Horizon one too,
right? Like I'm gonna grab it, but like if they don't, and I'm picking it up for $40, cool.
Mhm.
Like for me, the difference between a game being $40 and $60 is not that much of a difference. Yeah. I know that's kind of crazy to say, but like it's $20. That's like, all right, 2 drinks at a bar, right?
I mean, that's a difference for me, especially if it's a $40 game and later on they add some like DLC chapters or a season pass that's like $15 to $20.
That's easier to swallow, right?
That's way easier for a shorter game. You know what I mean?
And like, when you think of buying the game initially, right? You never think, or at least most people, myself included, don't think of what is the DLC going to cost down the road, right? Yeah. I'm like, $60 cool, and I treat that as one purchase, and then any other purchase related to the game, I treat as something completely different. When in reality, I should be taking it as one look.
Well, yeah, same, but I'm also not a person that gets mad at certain DLC add-ons, like, as far as paying for it. Like, if it's a DLC where it's just cosmetic, I'm not getting it, right? But if it's adding levels and it's adding story, then I'll probably get it 9 times out of 10.
I wish I could say I was in the same boat as you, that I don't pay money for cosmetics, but in Fall Guys, I've already put $10 in a game, and I pretty much play as the Freezy all the time, or French fries. In Overwatch, I've dumped, I'm not telling you the amount.
I don't want to know. I honestly don't want to know.
A lot of money to get skins when that game was out. But I'm if it makes it more fun for me, sure, I'll do it. When the Marvel's Avengers game comes out and there's an option to pay for cool skins, I might. I might because I'm dumb. But I want to move on to the highlight reel, Chris.
Yeah, let's do it.
I want to talk to you. You watched most of Gamescom. I know you started late.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Pick the first game you want to talk about, the highlight reel that you think that me and the folks at home should be paying attention to.
And this is one you're not going to see. Well, kind of. I absolutely love the trailer, and I'm so excited to get this game. Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga looks so much fun,
dude. The Lego games
amazing.
Are always good.
If you haven't played any of the Lego Star Wars, do it because it's one of the best type of Star Wars games out there. This just looks like a fun game. I'm totally getting it for Switch.
That's a perfect fun game for Switch.
Exactly. Like, it's not a game I'm going to, like, load and take away memory from a PS4 or PS5. For me, personally, that's a Switch all-the-way game.
It's also something, like, you could play on your handheld device and watch TV and have TV on in the background. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, Big Bang Theory, let me play some of this and, like, just mellow out and chill. Like, I think that's a cool idea.
And co-op and co-op is so much fun with Lego Star Wars. And it's a game for all 9 movies in the game. And it's Lego funny, and it's just a great fun game to play with. So that was one of my biggest, like, awesome highlights. It sucks a little bit that it got delayed till 2021 spring, but obviously with everything.
COVID.
It was supposed to come out later this year, but I think with COVID and everything else, it got delayed. But hey, it's a game to look forward to next year, and it's with the way Nintendo hasn't released anything big yet, still waiting for that Mario 35th. It's a good thing to look forward to Nintendo next year.
Another game that I want to touch base on, Ratchet and Clank Rifts Apart. We got a 7-minute gameplay trailer, and I'm sure I'm going to have some of that gameplay during our conversation here. The game looks so fun. Like, I played a little bit of the first one when it got rebooted, and I didn't finish it, but my fiance picked it up 100% the game, and I was literally watching it the whole time, and it's so fun Reason I didn't want to play the first one as much is because I already did, right? I played the originals when they came out. I know the story, and it was kind of a revamp, but like it was a restart, right? Because it continued on. This one is a complete continuation. We see all this different stuff with the rifts, jumping in and out. The gunplay feels smooth. The graphics are great. Like, it's just a return to my childhood and revamped for the new generation. It's going to be so much fun, man.
It looks so good, too. And a lot of people are kind of like, you know, oh, this is what they're doing to show off the PS5, like, graphics and engine. Yeah, man. Look at it.
It looks great.
Look at it. I mean, it's obviously not a game steeped in realism like a Horizon or a Spider-Man, but, like, there's no load times. Like, if you've seen this trailer, there's no load times.
Right? I noticed
everything's absolutely seamless, whether you're, you know, going through the portals or you're shooting this and things are happening. The cinematic scenery cuts with the gameplay like perfectly.
Yeah, that was another thing. How smooth it was. It's
clear.
Amazing. This trailer showed a lot that you didn't realize, like how smooth the transitions were from gameplay to being tossed into cinematic. Like there wasn't that little delay, right? It went super smooth. It didn't seem like there was any loading problems. Like, I can't wait for this game. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Playing this and then playing Crash Bandicoot like side by side. It's I feel like I'm 12 again.
And we know this is also a release window game.
Yes.
Which we don't know a specific date for, but it's a release window game, and it's also Insomniac. So Insomniac throwing out Miles Morales, which is day one, and Ratchet and Clank release window.
Take my money.
They are making some moves over there.
Take my money, yeah.
And you know they're working on the second big-time Spider-Man for like next year or a couple of years from now.
Yeah.
So, you know, they are making moves and bringing back Ratchet and Clank in a big way. I can't also, with this game, Rob, I can't not see this rejuvenating the franchise.
Dude,
as far as like this will open the door for massive amounts of sequels. And it's weird to compare it to this, but almost like how God of War rejuvenated itself with the PS4 release.
Well, the first one that came out a little bit a while ago was like a retelling of the origin story and continuing the saga.
Yeah.
Like, that was the restart of the franchise, right?
Yeah.
This, like you said, is the solidification of it. If that's a word, I think it's a word. Maybe it's not.
Solidification?
It's solidified. That's probably better. It's solidified the franchise being reborn anew.
Rob's making up Websters.
Yes. Have me Webster. We go way back. But, like, now we're going to see more games in this franchise, and I think that's great. Just like we're seeing God of War. Like, Sony's like, hey, we have IP. Boom. Let's restart. Oh, remember Ratchet and Clank? We had a game a little bit while ago. It went well. We're making another one. Boom. You know another one was coming.
Nostalgia mixed with new. You want it.
Crash Bandicoot 4. Boom. Like
nostalgia mixed with new. It's brilliant. Brilliant.
It's like a burger. Yeah. You put an egg on it. Something old, new. Boom. It's delicious.
We were talking about food before this.
I'm so hungry.
You know when we're talking about room when Rob just throws the food like parallels into the show.
My hunger meter.
The hunger meter's going nuts. But yeah, no, it's and obviously the final thing about this game, in the end of the trailer you see the female version of Ratchet, which is a lot of Easter eggy and possibly playing as her and all this other stuff. So that's going to be another really cool character in this game. It looks great. It's a cartoon game, but looks ridiculous. Like you can see all the fibers on his face, kind of like not as mine is gross, but more as his is awesome. But yeah, it looks amazing. Release window. I can't see anyone going, I'm not sold on PS5 right now.
Yeah.
Personally.
I'm with you on that, and that's coming from an Xbox guy. Moving on.
Yes.
In the world of Star Wars, we got Star Wars Squadron single-player trailer.
Yeah.
To me, this game still looks fun. It's going to be a great time. I just don't think it's a game for me. I don't think I'm going to pick it up, but I know you are, and I know a lot of other people will. I think for me, this might be a game where like I'll watch people play and stream.
Okay.
It's just not my kind of game, you know. Yeah.
You're not big on like the flights and the.
Yeah, that's not my avenue, but it looks cool, and I appreciate the crap out of the game. But I know you. I think you were pretty much confirmed buying it. How did this trailer affect you in your decision? I guess. Yeah, I'm definitely confirmed buying it, and this just more confirmed it because it was about single player mode and the storyline, and that's kind of right up my alley. Mm-hmm. Besides it being just Star Wars, you have the Princess Leia in the beginning, which is great marketing. Mm-hmm. I'm all in, especially since
I believe this is also a $40 game.
Yes, I think so.
I believe this is like, kind of a confined, like, here's your story, here's your multiplayer. Everything is coming out at the same time. There's going to be no more add-ons. Like, here is a full, old school, full game when you buy it.
That is good. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's awesome. This is definitely a game I'm going to download, like, right from my PS4. This isn't a game I need, like, the disc for anything or collect it. But I'm really...
This was PS5. This is PS4?
This is PS4. Yeah, this is current gen.
I don't know why I thought it was PS5.
Oh no, I mean, I get it. We're getting towards that mode, but I believe this is the last PS4 game I'll be getting for the system. Mm-hmm. Like, new game I'll be getting for this system.
Whoa, Crash.
On the same day.
Oh, okay.
That's on the same day. They come out at the same time.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
It'd be Crash 4, and this would be...
Just when he goes to the store, sir, to make sure I'm correct, I'm buying this one, and then a separate purchase for this one, so I can show the receipts, okay?
So I know what's happening. But yeah, no, so this is kind of the last big game for me for PS4, which is awesome and special. But yeah, I think the other side of this, Rob, and correct me if I'm wrong, EA, to me, is still doing a bad job marketing this.
Yeah. Nobody knows, and
like,
the
Star Wars is a brand, right? Like, the second you say it, people are going to know about it. But obviously, we've had this trailer for single player. We had a multiplayer trailer back a couple months ago with the EA conference. They talked about the game a lot, but mechanics wise and stuff that happens, not much. I mean, it could be an old school game as far as like you have to go in and figure it out. But I haven't seen much about this game, and you would think if this is going to kind of end a generation for Xbox and PlayStation, you kind of want to be like, hey, this is why you should pick it up. Plus, it's $40.
I think the reason we don't see a lot of publication of ads and sponsors or whatever you want to call it for this, is because it's like I don't want to say an afterthought game, but it's like such a small game for a niche audience. Yeah. It's not a AAA title by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, it's not that big game. So I think they're just relying on the Star Wars name to sell it, and the niche audience that's going to get it, who's paying attention to these conferences and these information, are going to get it. I think it's probably a cost analysis, right? Like, it doesn't pay to put this money into advertising when it's only going to get a small amount of people anyway. So that's why I think.
That makes sense. You're right. It's a weird mix of like a AAA brand, but not a AAA game.
Yes, exactly.
And so when that combines, you kind of have to default to like whatever it is your business is, and their business is gaming. So that could be the case. It's just, it's weird. It's something where I'm like, hey, I'm excited for it when I hear about it. But when it's not, like, because I haven't heard much, it's like I forget it exists kind of thing. But I'm sure getting closer to the title, we'll see a lot more like promotions about buying it near the date. Yeah.
Speaking of AAA titles, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War trailer just dropped. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not a huge fan of Call of Duty. That's kind of one of those games that I get, like, if my friends are getting. If like, I play Warzone with them once in a while, but I stopped because that game took up all of my storage. It was 300 gigs.
Yeah, they're always massive.
No, like this, that was ridiculous. I played the other ones. I like playing zombies with my friends.
Zombies is the best.
Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. The trailer looked great. The story is great. The Cold War, to see that side of it and how that happens. And I think it's just a cool idea, like Black Ops missions during the Cold War. It's not an obvious fight. Yeah. I think that's a cool thing that we haven't really seen in the Call of Duty franchise, or even like really in the gaming franchise so much. Yeah. And I think this is a cool avenue to explore. And I think this is going to do very well because, if I'm not mistaken, it's a direct sequel to Call of Duty Black Ops 3. And that game, in the community of Call of Duty players, is huge and well revered and loved. So I think this game is going to do well. For me to get this game, it depends if like all my friends are going to get it and we're going to play together. Because I really don't get these games for the story. I play the story if I do have it, but it's not something I need. Yeah, it does look great. Like, seeing Reagan in that new engine looks beautiful. Like, it looks cool.
Awesome.
So I'm sure this game's going to do well.
I think the biggest thing right now with that game, I think everyone's kind of on the same page, right? Like, it looks great. A lot of people are getting it. If you're a fan of Call of Duty, it's an automatic buy.
Yeah.
Everyone's happy about the time period, the Cold War. The cinematic trailer always game. It is. I think what everyone's confused about now is they have a very confusing way of giving you a free upgrade for next gen. for a game that's going to come out sooner than later.
Oh yeah. Talk to us a little about that because I'm confused.
So basically, obviously, it's Activision. It's available for everything: Xbox, PS4, PS5, PC, and if you get it currently, like Avengers has the same thing, but in a different way, right? If you buy Avengers, you basically get a free upgrade to next gen. But if you buy Call of Duty Cold War digitally, you'll be able to upgrade it, but I don't think you can do that if you buy the disc version. So it's almost like there's no reason to buy the disc version.
Yeah.
And just buy the digital, so they give you a free upgrade, and then it's certain it's easier for PlayStation to upgrade to PS5, but not for Xbox for some reason. That's very confusing to me, which Xbox in general now is very confusing to me.
You would assume the reverse. I would, I would assume Xbox is smoother, easier to transition.
Especially since it's a multiplayer-based game.
And their digital, footprint and their digital workings of, their not Battle Pass, the game sharing and everything else feels so much smoother and more intuitive on the Xbox One versus PlayStation 4, at least for me, my experience. So I just hearing that was a little, I guess, jarring was the right word.
It is,
it's not something I really care too much about because I'm not getting it.
Well, yeah, same. But I think, I think Xbox fans, and you included, need to be a little worried about what's going on, right? Because it's not so much everything centered around this game as it's centered around kind of gaming in their world as a whole.
Little red flags with Microsoft.
Yeah, they keep popping up, right? And it's not me being like, haha, Xbox is not as good as PlayStation, mama.
Which I'm sure a lot of people are.
Of course they are. But it's more so hey, what's kind of going on behind the scenes since after Halo got delayed? It's been kind of a crapshoot of news and kind of, well, you're releasing this console, but what's coming out with it?
Yeah.
And why should anyone buy it? And all this stuff. So I think there's a lot of confusion, and it's not going to help if you're having fans that are like, well, at least I can upgrade to this and upgrade to this if I get it. And just wait for Halo next year or something like that, where hey, how come it's kind of seamless over on the PlayStation side or PC, but here it's kind of really tough because you have to have Game Pass and this subscription and this and all this other stuff, when Game Pass is kind of the selling point for that entire company right now.
I'm with you, man.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just me.
Last thing we want to talk about. Fall Guys, the game that has took the internet and your host over here, one of your hosts, I should say, my apologies, by storm.
I haven't gotten to it yet.
Has released a Season 2, which is going to be more medieval themed. Movable objects in that game so you can jump on. You have to work with people. Listen, this game is super rage-inducing. I have yet to get a win. I've been playing with my friends.
You haven't got a crown yet?
Nope, no crown. I've gotten so close so many times, but I just suck, I guess. I choke. I get nervous. My nephew, he's oh my God, he's going to hate me. I don't know how old he is. 13?
You're 14? That old now where you're just
Listen,
how old is he?
I spoil my nephew. He gets everything he wants. I give him stuff when nobody looking. I'm the cool uncle, right? He has 20 wins in this game. He's a monster. I can't get one, and I'm an adult.
Because kids are going to be very good at this game because they're going to be playing it for 23 hours a day.
I've logged so far 12 hours into the game. I still have no wins.
Yeah. That's rough, man.
The new season looks so much fun. It
looks hilarious.
Rage-inducing. It's such a fun game to watch. It's a horrible game to play. The fact that you can move objects means there's going to be people griefing you. Griefing is kind of messing with you. They're going to pull it from you when you're trying to jump on the object. Yep. I want to be a dragon. I want to be a knight. It looks so
I want to
fun.
be a dragon.
I want to be a dragon. I want to be a knight. And then when a dragon pants on, so I'm like a dragon knight. Yeah.
Did you see the mod where you could dress up like Iron Man in the Fall Guys?
No, but that's
there's a Fall Guy Iron Man suit and he's hovering.
That's gonna be the next thing. I swear they're gonna introduce because this game is getting huge.
Will this take down Fortnite?
Oh no, it's not a shooter.
Really?
It's not a shooter.
Yeah, but it's now one of the biggest MMOs now.
It's not. Well, yeah, it's a big party game, but Fortnite took that space because it's a shooter, right? It's bigger than Call of Duty. It's a shooter game. You need a shooter to take down a shooter. This game,
I don't know, man. This might bridge that gap because it's so much easier to get into, it's so much easier to just kind of just go nuts and not have to think about much and just kind of
It's
just,
quick.
oh, I'm running. Let me get there. Let me get there.
It depends how much support they put into this game. Like
True.
the fact that their season 2 is coming soon is a good thing because I played a lot of it, and after a while the maps start getting repetitive and like, all right, you need new maps, you need new maybe game modes, other things to keep people coming into that game, right? Like
They should make a driving portion of this, like almost like a kart version.
Oh my god, that'd be crazy.
How crazy would that be?
Like, and I'm sure like they have a lot into this. Like, can this game take down Fortnite? Not in the same avenue. I think this game can be as big as Fortnite because everybody's playing it. I love playing it. I have friends who stream it. I think there's skin easy. Like, you could get Avenger skins in this. Like, all this stuff like Fortnite has, you could do with this game, right? And the fact that like certain skins you can't unlock unless you get wins is also cool because it's like, oh, you have to be good at a game and then you can show off that you win. Because you could put money into the game, right? You could buy a bunch of like the purple coins, but no matter how much money you put in the game, you can't get certain skins because you have to get wins. Or you have to go a certain level, right? And like you get it on your battle pass. So I think this game does have the potential to be as big as that if it's properly supported with new seasons, new content. Just like how Fortnite, when it first came out, they pumped out new stuff so much. I'm looking forward to this game's growth. I play it a lot. I can't wait for season 2. And Chris, I know I talked a lot about this game because I played it.
Fun.
Have you downloaded it yet? Are you going to play it?
I haven't. I definitely want to play it and download it and see how fast it takes me to get angry, which won't be long. Half a game. So like, yeah, no, it's definitely something that's like I have to get to. It's just been busy with Gamescom and the show and everything else, but yes, I definitely have to make time for it.
So far, I don't remember if they said it during Gamescom, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. This game is not cross-platform yet with PC and PlayStation, which sucks.
I don't think it is.
It needs to be eventually cross-platform with everything.
Yeah.
I don't think it's on Xbox yet either. But I think it's
really. It's not.
I haven't looked. I haven't on PC.
Okay.
But like this game needs to be cross-platform to let everybody play together. Like on PlayStation, you can see your actual gamer tag. On PC, you don't. You're just a number.
Oh, okay.
And I think they did that originally from my research because people were putting like crazy names that weren't appropriate, and also like changing the text so like the name was huge and you couldn't see other people. So I guess they couldn't figure out how to fix that, and they just made it a number until they do. Gotcha. So they need to make it cross-platform. I need to be able to put my name there so people can see Captain Tryhard raging and playing around. And dude, I think that this might be the future.
It seems like it is for now. I mean, like a game getting a season 2 this fast like that means success. You know what I mean? It's not like, you know, it's. I think it's going to build. I'd be interested to see later down the line the numbers next to Fortnite. Maybe we'll take down the Titan of Fortnite with this. Who knows? But it looks fun as hell. And is there anything else you saw during the show, Rob, that caught your eye? There's a lot of indie stuff. Obviously, Gamescom isn't as big as you know, E3 or some of the developer shows that show you AAA titles and stuff that you're kind of in the know about at all times.
Nothing really that piqued my interest so much that I wanted to bring it up and talk to you. But I did want to touch base with Fortnite with one thing. Yeah. That kind of crosses over between our realm. Fortnite this season is all Marvel based.
It is.
They released Galactus is coming, and then Thor is the Herald of Galactus. They released a comic of them talking with each other. Bro, I've been playing that game nonstop. I suck at the game, but I play it to get the skins. Like, I want to be Iron Man, Doctor Doom. I want to play as She-Hulk. I just got Mjolnir now, and like you can fly with it. Like, that's so, like, it's so fun, and like it crosses our world. I definitely think
Avengers will come out and everyone will go back.
Yeah, like, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Like, it's, but it's so cool to see these big games like getting these crossovers with like companies, right? Like, just the fact that I could play as Wolverine one day and Storm and Mystique and have their abilities. Like, it's so fun to play this season. Yeah, and I wanted to bring it up because it's a crossover between comics and gaming.
Yeah, Marvel's been all up in that right now, like recently. Yeah, I think the only other game, like big time game, I saw like a quick clip of Dragon Age 4.
Oh yeah, how was that?
Which looked really good. I'm not big into Dragon Age at all, but that looked ridiculous. Some of the indie stuff looked kind of cool, but yeah, I think I'm in the same boat as you. A lot of the bigger titles on that first day. It's still going on right now. This is Sunday, so we're still kind of waiting to see. I doubt it'll happen. A PS4, PS5, or Xbox Series X release date or price.
Yeah.
There were rumors that it might drop, especially on the PlayStation side, with them sending out that email in the beginning that we talked about. But nothing as of yet. And yeah, that's kind of all for Gamescom on my end.
Guys, that is our Gamescom review. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Let us know down in the comments below what your favorite game was. If you're getting any of these games, do you think Fall Guys Season 2 is going to take down Fortnite? Are you picking up the new Call of Duty? Is that going to take it down? Are you going to have fun playing that game? Are you picking up Ratchet and Clank for PS5? Are you playing Fortnite with the new Marvel season? Are you playing as the Herald of Galactus? I thought that was really cool that they brought that comic into modern
recent comics right now.
Like it's still going right now, which is awesome. As always, I'm Rob Moran.
And I'm Chris Heller.
And we'll see you next time.
JerseyComicCrew.podbean.com.
Beautiful.